Hey, Cosmic Angels, I have a message for you. And my daughter pulled one card from this deck that she found after a period of time where I thought that it was gone. But she pulled Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. If you're seeing this message, it has not been fair for a very long time. And after a certain point, you probably just accepted the fact that certain situations are just going to be what they are. You know what I mean? You can't unsee what you have seen and felt, unfeel what you have felt up to this point, because it can't happen. And you're wide awake. So let's see what this has to say for you. Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. Pale, you step out of the night in red lace, full of flowers upon your crown. You bring the beauty of death, the equality and joy of the underground. The iconic Lady of Death, with a pale skull-like face, zombie eyes, and rich red funeral flowers in her hair, has become one of the most recognizable symbols of Halloween and the Mexican Day of the Dead, El Día de los Muertos. The original model for this flamboyant Lady of Death can be traced back to the ancient Aztec goddess. I'm gonna put it there. As time went on, the figure remained balanced between beauty and horror and morphed into the Lady of Death and eventually into the more modern graphic figure of Katrina. It is also reported that the identity of the original Katrina was based on women who were very rich and had everything they wanted in life. Yet death takes everyone equally. So it was a reminder that no matter how beautiful, rich, popular, or famous you were, in the end, death takes us all. The Mexican culture has a long-standing history of laughing at death and seeing it as just another aspect of life. In some ways, death is the last taboo in many Western cultures. We tend to hide away from our dying, and some of us may never even see the body of someone who has passed in our whole lives. But this was it's like the same thing. But this was as much a more common occurrence in the past. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter everyone's life at some time, and that perhaps until then we can choose to be life-affirming, takes away much of the fear. Take a light approach to a situation initially, and it may work out better. If you are holding on to something that does not serve you any longer, in particular material things, simplify and let it go. Right. So it's almost like I'm seeing that film, Send Help, and hierarchy doesn't exist. And it does in some aspects, because some individuals are I'm talking about in society, but some individuals are more intuitive than others. Like, everybody's intuitive, but some might be at different levels than others. And on that sense, yes, but there's a different kind of equality that's about to come around to you, because that movie Send Help, that CEO who treated that employee so terribly, got put on an even playing field and realized and recognized that he was not equipped for a different kind of environment. But that employee that he was clowning and being disrespectful to she was a survivor. And she helped keep them alive, and yeah. But it's like, at the end of all of this, at the end of society collapsing, there being no money, because I'm seeing the 100 as well, that TV show, The 100, because there was a shot where it the camera started on like $100 bill that was in the dirt and grass and everything, and then I pan up to our group of protagonists that have had to fight through everything: the forest, rebuilding, society, relearning new ways of negotiating and living and working together, and alliances. I'm hearing that now that everything in this era is collapsing, everything that we once knew, at least, and the spiritual warfare that's been happening internally for so long universally is coming out now. It's external. You can see it everywhere. It's like the same thing. Alliances are going to start to really build. 555 on the timer. Exactly. Okay. It's like the same thing. She said that twice, so I guess it's important. Wow, and that's funny. We have death, our first card that came out. So there is a big ending that you are experiencing right now. 10 of Swords reverse, the Star reverse. Like, there is a big era collapsing, and it so happens to be the era where you stayed in the background. You are no longer ensemble. That is what I'm hearing. You have entered the era where you are no longer an ensemble character in people's story. You are the protagonist. You are the leader. Like, look at that. Swords, energy, communication, clarity, truth, speaking, communication, boundaries. You are going to realize just how prepared you have been for a very long time. But there was a fear that you might have unintentionally been hanging on to that has kept this from coming in and kept you from this elevation. What was keeping the collective from this elevation, Spirit? Well, you could have felt like for a very long time you've been under a microscope. We have the 5 of Swords reverse and the Hierophant. You might have grown up in a religious household or brought up in tradition, and everything in your life became untraditional. And it kind of caused some tumultuous conversations to occur. It feels like people spoke over your life and spoke over your name for a while. When you were dealing with something, they would say, well, Lord, I'll just pray for him, or I'll just this and I'll just that. But little did they know that they were speaking over your life, because you probably from the outside perspective looked like the one that was always struggling, but you were the one that was always elevating. You were the one that was always seeking answers. You were the one that was always seeking more truth, clarity, passion. You were the one that was always working with your environment, working with people, giving leniency when there probably was no more to give. Like, yeah. And it feels like now is the time for you to collect your dues. So, Spirit, what does this mean for the collective? What does this mean for the collective? I'm hearing that being said, we have a proposition for you. The Tower reverse. Some of y'all have been really going through this inner purge, this inner reconciliation with yourself. What is the collective not seeing? What is the collective not seeing right now? Ooh, this money, this payout. You are not... Whoa, I just got like a gust of wind. Somebody might have a convertible, or be on spring break, or be traveling right now. Beautiful weather is what I'm seeing. 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. Like, whoa. You're not seeing how much you already have lined up for you. financially, materially. Like, you are not seeing that you have so much jubilee and celebration that is coming in / here for you. You may not feel like this is a thing or this is what's happening because it feels like it's been very quiet. It feels like it's been very, very quiet for a while. Like you haven't really been hearing much like back from many people. Maybe you're waiting to hear back from somebody or some people. You're waiting to just see where the wind takes you, what is happening. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Your money, your financial situation is this ending that is happening. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm seeing 555, 111, 11, 11, 12, 16 as well. 16 and 17. Those ages could be significant. You went through something massive at that age and it shifted the way that you saw the world. That is what's happening now. There is something that is going to occur that's going to shift or has occurred that has shifted the way that you view the world. It's like you see through everything. And because of this, and because you continue to live in your truth and honestly carry the weight of knowing what you know and seeing what you see and being this person and like you've been seeing the injustice, you've been seeing everything that you've been brought up to believe, like just kind of crumbling before your eyes. And that even has to do with like authority figures as well. I'm seeing so many authority figures. Like maybe you envisioned a authority figure to look a certain way. Like for example, growing up, authority figures in my life were always the man of the household. And then experiencing like an old family member, like 1212, thank you, Spirit. That is not the case, because every single time that there would be a conflict, they would crumble under pressure and abuse and neglect. And it was like, that's not what a leader is like. Yet everybody around him would shower him in affection. And it's like, y'all don't see what's going on behind closed doors. This person ain't shit, really. You know what I mean? So the people that have been pouring injustice after injustice after injustice into the world and seemingly winning at life, it's the playing fields are kind of evening out here, and it's about to be the other way around, to where you are the one that is winning. Yeah. And it's not that there's a competition or anything of the sort. There's no competition. They might believe that. And to be honest, like anytime that they would win and you know what you know about these individuals or this institution, this company, whatever, like every time they would win, you would probably feel like a little bit more hurt in your heart or like in your body, your mind, your spirit, because it's like you're doing everything ethically or doing your best to do everything ethically, and everybody else that's taking shortcuts or all in all don't have a great personality to begin with are gaining all the opportunities and winning and constantly leveling up in the material. That is shifting so drastically now, and it's almost like they are about to be forced to give you something in the material. This feels like riches. It really does feel like an elevation in your funds. This could be a job position as well. I'm not seeing something where you have to clock in every day though. This just feels like you are the one to call, you know, like if you need if your tongue, like with that sword energy, maybe they want your opinion, their review, they want you to review something, a product, a show, like something. It's just going to become a lot more different. You're going to be are becoming the point of contact for people when it comes to XYZ LMNOP, whatever it is that you do. So with that, hope that this is resonating. Let's see 24 hours, Spirit. Let's see 24 hours, Spirit. Yeah, this elevation and this shift has been taking so damn long because you've been doing it ethically. Spirit has been trying to make sure that you're intentions lie in the right place, because when they do, there is so much more to collect. Abundance wise, there is so much more to give to others. You receive. Yeah, they really wanted to make sure that you were clean thoughts, clear of people, because it feels like there's been a lot of loss of individuals, opportunities. Yeah, they weren't going to last around you. And to be honest, some of your biggest haters kept you real close. They kept you real close. Next 24 hours, Spirit, can you give me the next 24 hours? The World and the King of Swords. Okay, so there could be somebody coming through with an offer, with a conversation to potentially expand your world a little bit more, maybe pull you overseas, give you some sort of resource to pull you into a different room where you're forced to expand. What is this King of Swords energy? What is this clarity, this truth, this revelation? That's what I'm hearing, a revelation. Somebody's having a revelation about you, like, oh, it's them. Oh, it's them. Oh, it's them. The Eight of Cups reverse. Why haven't they been coming forward? Because there's like more individuals involved in this. There's been a lot of opinions in the way certain people wanted to come through to you, but nobody's been able to agree. There's been so much negotiation, because some people know your beauty, they know your intentions, they know what you deserve monetarily, and there's others that are kind of just jostling with too much of the practical sometimes. But know now, as I am reading this message to you, that in the next 24 hours, you are going to start to see everything that you deserve start to roll in the form of assistance, connection, justice being served for you in real time. How will they know, Spirit, that justice is being served? With the Three of Swords reverse here, you'll feel maybe some sort of conclusion, or maybe you're receiving some sort of conclusion on a situation to help you move on. Not that it's like just move on, but like to help you move forward, because sometimes when you're dealing with something that hurt, it can take a little bit longer for you to push forward through it. But it feels like you're going to be receiving some clarity on this situation so that you can keep pushing. With the Three of Pentacles here, this could be a meeting coming towards you, or some sort of collective coming together to build something or pitch something, create something. You might have been wanting to build something for some time now, and it hasn't come through because, or it's been delayed because, to be honest, it's almost like the energy of feeling like you can't do something because you need XYZ in order to achieve LMNOP. But it's important to start somewhere, anywhere, and work your way towards those material resources. Some of y'all in this collective might have wanted to do something, but you haven't had those material resources, maybe funds, connections, reputation, any of that in order to be able to do this, but which has like caused you to kind of like take a little bit of a slower, approach to a situation, because the fear of lack was kind of coming through heavily here, holding you back from really seeing and pouring into what you are passionate about, and the connections that you are passionate about, the projects that you are passionate about. But that's shifting. Any last words, Spirit? Any last words? Yeah, the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands reverse. There also, in the next 24 hours, could be some tomfoolery, is what I'm hearing. Somebody trying to come through, send you a sneaky link text or something. I'm hearing like block them, blocking out the haters, blocking. I just keep hearing blocking. You might also be driving and like there's blockages or like reroutes or merging into one lane. I'm seeing construction happening here. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of tomfoolery. I am filming this in the midst of a full moon energy, though, a pink full moon energy. But I am hearing, don't hide. Don't hide. Golden, for sure, is coming through. Because the Sun and the Queen of Cups, don't hide. The Hierophant is here as well. Don't hide and just do what you do best. Continue to do what you do best. Yeah, and let them know just how hard it was to do what you did, whatever that means to you, because it feels like it's like you want to take the easy way or the hard way. You unintentionally and intentionally take the hard way most of the time, because it's going to give you a lesson. It's going to exercise your muscles. It's going to do something more for you than if you were to just take the highway or the elevator straight to the top. Ooh, straight to the top. Okay, now that throat chakra is clearing. Yeah, straight to the top. Keep speaking over your life in the next 24 hours is what I'm hearing as well. Speak life and protection over your life. Because like I said, there's been a conflict in what you rightfully deserve coming towards you. There are some individuals that when you do receive this, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty for them. It's pretty to you, but it's not going to be pretty to them. Yeah, it's like just when they thought they made it, you made it. Set the bar even higher. And it keeps happening. Yeah, okay. Okay. And your oracle card, and we have the Sun, literally the only card on top of the deck that is facing up. So double suns, 222 is significant. The Milky Way. Maturity and growth shows in your decision making. There are countless opportunities ahead of you. If you're thinking big, think bigger. Your opportunities are endless. Yeah, and they are. 2222 on the timer, yo. Okay, for sure. Yeah, that's your message, Angel. I hope that this resonated with you whenever you're seeing this. Link in my bio to book a reading with me, and I'll see you in your next message. Stay cosmic.